Everyone called it an accident, but it wasn't until a year later when 5 children went missing. Then I knew she was murdered. By him. If you had to survive 5 nights in a haunted place, what strategy would you use and who would you bring with you? Let's find out next on 5 Nights at Freddy's. Let's see. Hey everybody, welcome back. This week we got to see 5 Nights at Freddy's 2, directed by Emma Tammi, starring Josh Hutcherson, Elizabeth Lail, Piper Rubio, and Matthew Laird. So 5 Nights at Freddy's 2 continues the supernatural horror saga as a new chapter of animatronic terror unfolds more than 1 year after the events at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The town has turned the old nightmare into a local legend, but the danger returns in darker, more unexpected ways. It blends slasher tension, retro mystery, and the eerie charm of the game series into a fresh escalation of the story. The opening is set in 1982, and immediately you're pulled back into that time. The whole film carries a Nightmare on Elm Street vibe. Dreamlike danger, retro dread. The tone feels like Scooby-Doo live action and Nightmare on Elm Street had a child. You would have 5 Nights at Freddy's. Funny detail, there's literally a street called West Elm in the movie. When I got to the movie theater, much to my surprise, this movie was playing on the XD screen. And I wouldn't think that it was because of the cinematography, but the sound system in those theaters are pretty spectacular. At times, there were voices happening behind you. I'm not sure if that was the audience or not. Yeah, but really good sound design in this movie. So I do recommend that you see 5 Nights at Freddy's first installment before seeing this one. There's some background knowledge that you need for this movie to move forward. And right around the 30-minute mark before the animatronics fully activate is the best time to take a quick break. You'll miss minimal scares, but will return before the tension spikes. Matt Laird has a brief role, but nails the creepy energy. I don't know what it is about that guy, but he's aged and it's helped. There's a couple instances in the movie where some characters are in need of some help and they're quickly dismissed by the people that they ask it for. And a standout line from Vanessa, sometimes you're so focused on what you want, you don't see what's right in front of you. And I think gratitude is the key that keeps us rooted in the blessings we already have, so we can stay focused on our purpose and stand firm against the spiritual focus that try to distract us. You know, the overall feel of this movie is a blend of retro horror, dream logic, and playful mystery. It gives us a little nostalgia, eerie feeling, and occasionally a surprisingly funny moment. So I put this movie in the category streaming. It's not something that I need to be in the big theaters for, but I might want to catch it. And the overall theme of this movie really reminded me of Ephesians 6:12, where it says, "For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places." You know, I think Paul reminds us that our struggle isn't against people or circumstances, but against deeper and spiritual forces that try to distort our desires, distract our focus, and pull us away from what God has already given us. Hey, did you know the sequel introduces the marionette, the puppet, a fan favorite animatronic from the original game? The film expands beyond Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with new locations, deepening the mystery. Matthew Laird and Skeet Ulrich reunite on screen for the first time since Scream 1996. Oh, back in the 1900s. Adding nostalgic horror energy. Hey, and don't forget about the sneak peeks. The whole reason we get to the movies on time. Hey, this week we got to see Mercy that's coming out January 23rd, and this is one that I'm going to keep my eye on. We got Worthington Heights February 14th. I think we know what we're doing for Valentine's Day. Next we have Ready or Not, Here I Come coming out April 10th. We got Primate January 9th. SpongeBob SquarePants, Search for SquarePants. And Obsession, April 5th. Super Mario Galaxy movie, April 3rd. Hey, until next time, let's see.
Can any of you hear me?
Abby, help us. Come find us.